Career for Danny-Wiseman as well back here at Southwyck Lanes. $16,000+ this year. He's over $1 million himself, speaking of the $1 million mark. $1.036 million to be exact, coming into today's TV show. Checking in with the Days In on the road. Can Randy defend in Philadelphia next week? 1 o'clock Eastern Time start. Don't forget, Doug Kent was the champion of the Empire State Open in Latham, New York, near Albany. All leading to the PBA Dexter Tournament of Champions at the Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort in Uncasville, Connecticut. Some regional events as well in Oregon, Newport News, and Gastonia, North Carolina. Senior event, all coming up. Days In on the road.
Watch how far left Chris Johnson is standing. He almost has no room left. He's against the bar. He turns about the 45th board, drifting left.
Amazing. Great lane level look at it. Hustles to the pocket. And it works well for Chris Johnson. Amazing story with Chris in the greater Omaha area to begin our PBA season, the Banquet Open. Had some tooth problems, and in fact had to go see a dentist the morning that Robert Smith was about to win the first tour stop of the year. Had a double emergency root canal done.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He said, I would not wish the pain I had on anyone in the world.
Well, my wife has had a couple root canals in her days, and let me tell you something, those are no fun.
Yeah! Wow. Gets a break.
That's huge, tripping out the big four for a big double. And a 42-pin lead over Danny-Wiseman. Watch this. There's the loft now. But not only does he have to loft it, he's got to feed it to the right. You know, just because these guys are moving into the center part of the lane doesn't mean that there's automatic hold that's going to push that ball to the right when they let go of it. They've got to feed that thing to the right with their swing direction and with their rotation on the bowling ball.
After the Open in the sixth, Danny-Wiseman landing a big hole. That's the way to close the gap a bit. It's the first time all year that Wiseman has made match play. He has not won a title in 20 events, as we mentioned, going back to the Miller High Life last year. Other finishers in the round of 32 on, including soon-to-be retiring Mike Albee. Played well last night.
The great Mike Albee, he's done just about everything you can do in our sport. We're going to miss him. He's truly an ambassador and just one of the best guys you'll ever meet in your life. He's just a great guy. We're going to miss him. Mike will miss you. Jeff Lizzie from Sandusky, not too far down the road.
That ball was light for Wiseman.
Stand up.
Albee went down to Ameletto Monticelli in 5 games last night in round of 8.
Peter Hernandez actually winning a roll-off after the first 9 games of qualifying. He snuck in and then made the round of 32.
3 shows a year ago for Wiseman, making shots like that, converting the 10-pin. He stares it down a bit. Memphis, Vernon Hills, where he won, and Medford, Oregon, were his 3 TV appearances.
I was going to catch the corner.
Wiseman overcoming the toe pain. Johnson, the tooth pain. He said to us the dentist couldn't inject the Novocaine properly to numb the pain. So essentially, he was going in there to take care of business on the root canal without any Novocaine. He said it was just unbelievable how painful it was. The dentist would stop. Are you sure you're okay? Chris said, I'm okay. Just finish the job. Mercy. That's toughness right there.
Yeah, either that or he's into torture. I'm not sure which. But right there in the 8th frame, he just made a great shot on a double, leaving the ring in 10. Just cover the spare. He's in command right now.
8th frame, CJ as they call him, is in fact in control. Looking so good on the lanes. How about the football field? Tonight, Sunday night, Ray Lewis, the hard-hitting Ravens take on Mark Bolger. Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk, and the renewed greatest show on turf, the St. Louis Rams. Ravens-Rams Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern Time. Also available in stunning high definition on ESPN HD. It all starts with NFL Prime Time, presented by Miller High Life at 7:30 Eastern Time.
The return of Marshall Faulk.
He is fun to watch.
Wow, look at the loft there.
Way down the lane, a la Mika Koivunemi with the lofts.
Check this out. You know, being a star out here, this guy, I told you he was good, but the reason why he's good is because he can do it all. Look at the loft. That gets the ball not to hook. If it's in the air, Can't create friction, pushes further down the lane. He knows it's good. The 6 goes to the wall, takes care of the 10.
Chris knows, big foundation frame strike for him. Back to Wiseman. Through the nose, and the 3-pin up for him.
Danny having issues with ball reaction, having issues with the approach, and he is not going to advance. Chris Johnson is going to be your winner.
It is official. First ever TV show for Johnson and his first career victory. He'll advance past Wiseman in this semifinal. Steve Jarris and Leto Monticelli are next up. What should be a very exciting match. Jarris and Amleto have never met on TV. Until today, that will change in the other semi. And Chris Johnson, who told us the experience has been great so far on the PBA Tour. This is his first run at it. Interestingly enough, a lot of the bowlers were very friendly at the beginning when he first came on tour, and then sort of cooled down on that a bit once they realized, first, this kid might take my spot perhaps. Maybe it won't be as helpful with instruction in him.
Yeah, maybe, and also maybe a bit envious the fact that he's bowling so well. I mean, you know, you're not supposed to come out on tour, be a rookie, and do as well as Chris Johnson's been doing.
Twice myself.
We're talking about the slickness of the approach. There's obviously an issue with Danny-Wiseman, but Chris Johnson,
When you can't stand up.
Chris Johnson has worked his way through that. Wow.
And worked his way through quite well, we'd say. Notice the graphic on some of the horrendous first TV games, including yours in the 150s way back when. Not the case with Johnson today.
Yeah, did you kind of get a feeling for that last night when we talked with him? I mean, he's not a cocky kid. He's a nice kid.
Confident, though.
He's very confident. You know what? He should be, because he throws it great.
See from behind the approach how far to the left he is. Right against the ball return, and we'll closely monitor that coming up in the final.
When he gets in the finals, I mean, he's out of lane already.
Yeah.
If that ball does push down the lane, he's got to make a change. And I think the change he's going to have to make is to a weaker or less aggressive bowling ball.
Fast track to the end since Chris Johnson has wrapped it up. From Garland, Texas to Toledo, Ohio, and now one step further into the championship match. Who will he take on? That's the question.